Explain to the formula.
You're ready.
One more.
Well, as you might have heard from Liam and the other people making fun of me, unfortunately, my name is David Bree, and I was fortunate enough to be able to do my STP this year with Munir Hisham, PhD. I actually originally met Munir last summer at the Jackson Laboratory SSP program. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later. But during my actual STP, we were working on an aging study looking at how class switching in B cells changes as mice age. And it's, of course, transferable to the human model as well. So my particular job in this study was I was doing FlowJo analysis on flow cytometry data. So this is an example of some FlowJo from actually last year. I can't show you the data I was working on yet because we're trying to publish it and patent it. So until that goes through, it's a history to all of you. So every dot that you see up here is a single cell that was identified by the flow cytometry dyes. We tag the cell with a specific dye that fluoresces under a certain frequency of light. So we can then sort them based on. So these are actually cancer cells. So this is human CD19 positive and human CD19 negative. In this particular example, there's a lot less cancer cells over there because we treated them with a chemotherapy that might be on the market pretty soon. So I spent most. There we go. I spent most of my time working remotely from my living room, so this was my basic setup with my laptop and my monitor. It was not necessary for me to be at the Jackson Laboratory to be working, since most of my data was contained either in the flash drive or in the computer that I was working on, in addition to my software key. So I spent most of my time at home, although I did go up to the Jackson Laboratory twice, most notably at the beginning and at the end of the STP. I can't take pictures inside the Jackson Laboratory because they don't want pictures of other people's experiments going out and ruining their publications. So this is a picture of me and Munir outside on the last day of my STP. When I first went up, I was in meetings for about 6 to 7 hours, going over data analytics and the structure of the experiment. And then when I came up that last time, we just did data analysis on the overview of my project. So what did I learn during my STP? Most notably, I learned I really don't like working at home. I would much rather be in the brick and mortar office kind of environment where there's other people to interact with. When I did my SSP last summer, I was in a wet lab environment, meaning I was doing tactile skills, working with the mice, administering drugs, setting up experiments. I much prefer that to the data analytics side that I was doing this time. However, it was really important for me to be able to see the data analytics side, which kind of feeds into what I want to do in college. So if you've spoken to me or you know what I do a lot. I'm pretty vested in engineering, so you're probably wondering how engineering and biological research mesh with each other. And on the surface, they don't really, until you look at the fact that they both use, they both use quantitative analytics, which then can be brought back out to biomedical engineering and mechanical engineering, which is what I plan to study in college. Officially, I'm going to be studying biomedical engineering, mechanical engineering with a focus on biomechanics and biomimicry, which is basically artificial limbs, artificial hearts, as well as kind of the flashy nanobot technology to target certain cell types and destroy them. So I've been mentioning the Jackson Laboratory SSP this entire time, and here's one moment of advertising for anyone in here who really enjoys biology. It's a great program that can get you in the laboratory environment and get you introduced to research. But this is where I got most of my background information for my STP. Was last summer I was a graduate of the program where I performed cancer and chemotherapeutic research, which was the FlowJo I showed you earlier as part of that study. I was housed at the laboratory, which gave me great experience for college because I was very much housed in like the dorm room style of environment, as well as having communal meals and that kind of stuff that's very common at college. As well as I was able to foster both personal and professional connections, which helped me with my STP. I have 2 standing job offers at the Jackson Laboratory, as well as it helped me pick my college as well, because I knew several people from colleges that I could call up, stay with them, give the example of the college itself. But overall, it kind of taught me that I'm really good at the physical lab work, the textile work of like working with the mice, administering the drugs, setting up the experiments, that kind of stuff. As well as it showed that I'm very good at working in meticulous style environments. When you're setting up an experiment, you can't be back and forth. You really need to be doing things A, B, C, D, E, or the experiment's not going to work properly. So I found I was very, very good at that, as well as giving me the knowledge of biology and the feel, which added biomedical engineering to my track as well. questions?
Yeah.